Alright, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be forging another knife, and we're going to be using a piece of 1084 or 1085, I forget what one it is. But we're going to be making a little skinner's knife or a hunter's knife, and I'm hoping that this one turns out. This is actually the third time filming, and I've used different steel. I used spring steels for both the first knives, and they both snapped. Probably because I was hitting them with a hammer to straighten them out. But we're gonna try 1084 or 1085, whichever one it is. And we're going to try to make a hunter's knife. And for the handle, I am planning on either doing a leather stack or a birch bark stack, which is something I've never done. A couple of guys I know that work on knives said it's actually a really cool handle and it feels comfortable. So I brought some down here to Michigan from Alaska, and we're going to be trying to use that and see what happens. So stay along. Alright, let's get started. Alright, now I'm going to start beveling the blade, which is taking and making the edge of the blade. So it'll be easier for me to do now instead of doing with like an angle grinder or the belt sander. So let's get started. Alright, all I have to do now is straighten the blade out. Alright, so I got the blade chilling right there, and it's time to draw out the style or the pattern, and then we can grind it out on the belt sander with a used 60 grit belt. Alright, so now we're going to quench the knife, but first we're going to normalize it. We're going to do 3 cycles of normalizing, which is heating up to quench temperature and then letting it cool down for a little bit. Alright, so the knife came out of the temper and it came out perfect. Now it is time to build the guard, and we're going to be using a plastic for the guard. I haven't found anything plastic yet to use, but I'll find something. So I haven't been doing a lot of making the guard, just because it's just running around the shop technically. But I got the guard, it's not fitted up like tight right now, but I got the guard made, and so I think the plan is to take and we're going to stack on just a little bit of birch bark, probably, not a lot. For the first time doing it, we're not gonna do a lot, and then we will put a deer antler base or some of the deer antler base on the end of it, and we'll glue it together. There probably won't be a mechanical connection, it'll just be glue. which will be my JB Weld 5-minute epoxy. And so right now we're gonna go inside and we're gonna start working on the birch bark. It's raining here. Pretty heavily. Also, it's raining pretty heavily here. Okay. Never done this, so we are just going to go for it. I think that's good. Now we're gonna take these strips and cut them into little squares, rectangles. All right, now we're gonna take and drill out the holes for the birch bark to fit on the tang. All right, so now we have an excessively sized clamp and time to clamp that tiny knife for a test fit up. I'm gonna go flatten the bottom of this and then I will come back in probably with another clamp and we can do a test fit up and then probably glue up tonight. All right, I've decided I'm gonna go and clean up the knife real quick before I glue it up, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, oh my goodness, these lights. I despise these lights with a passion. Alright. Can I like cover it up like that? There we go. That looks a little bit better. Alright, time to glue up this handle. Probably not anymore. We'll just do that. We're gonna put the guard, oops, about lost that black. Okay, put the guard on. Good. And then we'll take this, and I clamped this up earlier. Put this on right there. Should go on fairly nicely. Just like that. Looks good. Okay. Now, so we got all the birch bark on here. We're gonna take also, you know, put the antler right there, just like that. And then we'll shape the birch bark afterwards. But I haven't quite decided how I'm gonna glue this and hold it in this vise. So, don't need that much because it's not much of a hole. Oh boy. That's good. Way too much. But I don't care. Take a good little bit and we're going to fish it down. Okay, really look up so these lights are not annoying me. So we got it gluing now. I'll let it sit for a couple hours, let this completely harden because there's no mechanical connection in this knife. We want this glue to be hard. So it'll probably be tonight when I finish this, unless I get bored and I want to go work on it. So I'll see you guys when we finish the handle and finish the knife. I just dropped the knife. Oops. Time to go sand the knife. We're going to be using a pretty new 60 grit. Yep, pretty new 60 grit belt. Just so we don't burn the bark or something.